So should you buy the new Steam machine for VR? The very clear answer is no. If you want to get into flight simming, race simming, or if you want to get something like the Dream Air, the MeganeX, or the Bigscreen Beyond. For that, it's underpowered and overpriced. Instead, in this video, I'm going to build a VR machine that is reasonably priced and destroys the Steam machine for VR. Hi and welcome to MRTV. My name is Sebastian Ang, and if you're excited about high-end VR, then absolutely subscribe to this channel and click on the bell button so that you don't miss anything. Before we get into it, if you still don't know which VR headset to buy, if you should go for the Steam Frame or probably get the Dream Air or the MeganeX or the Beyond, absolutely use my VR advisor service. Go to mrtv.co/advisor and answer a few questions like what are your requirements, and I will personally get back to you via email and let you know what is, in my opinion, the best VR headset for you. And that service is absolutely free, so go there now, mrtv.co/advisor, and no AI involved. I truly personally write these recommendation emails. All right, with this out of the way, let's talk about the Steam machine and, well, the MRTV VR machine, the counterpart that is actually so much better for real VR usage. So first of all, this is not a Steam machine bashing video. Actually, I think the Steam machine is a cool device that will be amazing in lots of living rooms and for people who simply want to have their Steam library on their living room TV. And, you know, the price, yes, it is higher, but, well, it's not Valve's fault, right? The RAM apocalypse also got them, and if they would have sold this for $699, which they probably aimed for, well, then we all would be raving about it, and we would have probably ordered it, right? So that's that. Not a bashing video. But the device simply is underpowered when it comes to serious PCVR gaming like flight simming, race simming, and if you want to own headsets like this, the Pimax Dream Air or the MeganeX or the Bigscreen Beyond. Because in these cases, if you want to use these headsets, you will have to install Windows, and then you have a cute little Windows PC that is too expensive, right? Because for that price you can build a better Windows PC that is much more powerful. But the Steam machine is of course perfectly fine for those of you who simply just want to use the Quest 3 or the upcoming Steam Frame to play Half-Life Alyx, to play Beat Saber, and to play these more casual games. For this, the Steam machine is totally fine. Alright, so now you do want to get into Microsoft Flight Simulator, into sim racing, and probably you want to get like a Pimax Dream Air, a MeganeX, or a Bigscreen Beyond. So what kind of PC to buy? Now that is where the MRTV VR machine comes in. I set out to build a computer for you that does not break the bank. So not one of these 5090 Beast PCs that us YouTubers only talk about, right? So my goal was to build a PC around the $2,000 mark that does not make any compromises. And I can tell you, actually, I did want to build a PC that is around $1,500. But again, because of the Rampapocalypse, this PC became more expensive, so then I said, all right, let's do the $2,000 mark. And therefore I can say, hey, I totally understand Valve and how bad it feels if you cannot reach these kind of goals that you actually want to reach. But in my opinion, around $2,000 is still an affordable price for what you're getting here with the MRTV VR machine. And you can check it out yourself at mrtv.co/VR-machine. So let's have a look at it. Let's start with the GPU, and I chose the GeForce RTX 5070 Ti. So first of all, I chose NVIDIA because this is about VR. And the AMD GPUs are still not perfect for it because, for example, the MeganeX doesn't run with it, and in general for VR, go for NVIDIA. So the RTX 5070 Ti is simply the the best bang for your buck. It is not cheap, but for a around $2,000 build, this is the sweet spot. It gives you 16 gigabyte of VRAM, which is better than the 5070 baseline, which has only 12 gigabytes. So you get 16 gigabyte, and yeah, of course DLSS, yeah, DisplayPort, of course, right? So yeah, the RTX 5070 Ti is a perfect sweet spot for this around $2,000 build. Let's talk about the CPU, and here also I didn't really want to make any compromises, and that's why it became a bit more expensive than $2,000. And here, especially for the flight simmers, I choose the stronger CPU than I was first thinking about. So here I'm choosing the AMD Ryzen 7 9800X3D. It is one of the strongest gaming PC CPUs that you can buy right now, and yeah, thanks to its 3DV cache technology, it's excellent in games that rely heavily on CPU performance, and that is exactly what is the matter with MSFS, right? With flight sims, they are very CPU heavy, and that is why here I also didn't want to compromise. And for a around $2,000 build, this is the right CPU to go for. Then let's quickly talk about the motherboard. Here I went for a B650 chip simply because it has everything that we need, and it doesn't have any of the feature that we don't need anyways, right? So yeah, that makes simply sense. So we have more money for the GPU and the CPU. And actually you could even get a cheaper one, right? This one here now costs $140, but you can also find motherboards with this chip for $100, but I didn't want to go for the micro ATX ones because we have an ATX tower, so I wanted to make it look a bit better. So you can still shave money off of that PC, just to let you know, but I want to make this like a round PC, so that's why it's this one. All right, and now we're here at the RAM apocalypse. Oh my goodness, this is so expensive. But I still wanted to go for 32 GB, right? Because, well, this is for high-end PCVR, for nice headsets like the Dream Air. So we simply need 32 GB, and that is truly the sweet spot for VR. And using 2 times 16, right? So we can use that sweet dual channel performance. So that is what we did here. Also, this one is kind of a cheaper one at $380, but it is still fast enough. It still gives us DDR5 6000, and also for the latency, this is still fine. So this is a good choice for our around $2,000 build. All right, let's talk about the SSD capacity, and here I also went for 2 terabytes, just like the more expensive Steam machine, because, well, Microsoft Flight Simulator and all these games, they do need lots of space. So of course I could have gone for 1 terabyte, which would have been cheaper, but come on. I don't want to make these funny compromises. 2 terabytes it is. And I went for Team Group SSD, which is kind of a cheaper SSD. For sure, you can also find more expensive ones easily that have a bigger brand name, but in my opinion, this should be just fine. And of course, you can still choose your own SSD if you don't want to go for Team Group, but in my opinion, that should be absolutely fine. Next, let's talk about the power supply. And yeah, here we simply need 850 watts for sure to power our very nice GPU, right? The 5070 Ti. And yeah, this is a good one here, quality one. And it also includes the native cables for the modern NVIDIA cards. So yeah, here we go. This is around $100. You should not try to get the cheapest PSUs. Go for these quality ones. So yeah, this is a very rounded quality system. The MRTV VR Machine, and this is the PSU. Next, let's talk about the CPU cooler. And I went for the Thermalright Phantom Spirit 120. It is very good value at around $50. I did not go for liquid cooling, right? Because we do have a budget here around 2000, and this one is simply good enough and cool enough. Of course, if you want to spend more money, You can go for liquid coolers, but this is silent enough. This is good, and this is simply great value at $50. All right, now let's talk about the case. And here I chose the Phanteks XT Pro Ultra. Also fantastic bang for your buck. You're getting this for around $70. It comes with big fans which are not loud but which will cool down all the components super nicely. And in my opinion, it also looks really good. So I was thinking, should I make like a small build for you, because the Steam machine is so small and cute, right? But then I thought, come on. No, we don't do cute here. The thing is, we want this to be an upgradable system, right? Probably you are going to upgrade it one time to the 5090 or the 6080 when it comes out, or the 6090. So that's why I chose a case which is big and which simply allows you to easily upgrade. And that is why I went for the Phanteks XT Pro Ultra. And I think it's an excellent choice. So yeah, that is the build. And as you can tell, here are all the links to Newegg, and I did put them all in the basket. And in the end, here, all the things are here that I just talked about. In the end, we're getting to $2,262.22. And you know what? I think that is an absolutely reasonable price. So yes, of course, it is more expensive than the 2 terabyte version of the Steam machine, but it simply allows us to do this here, go for the Dream Air, play Microsoft Flight Simulator, and have a really immersive experience, something that the Steam machine simply cannot give you. And if you get the Steam machine, right, together with a controller, you're already at, I don't know, what is it, $1,500? So why not add $700 and get the MRTV VR machine, which truly is so much more powerful. This system is going to smoke the Steam machine for VR. It is so much more powerful, and you will have so much fun in VR. And again, most importantly, this is not like a 5090 Beast PC for $6,000 like we YouTubers have it. This is a real affordable machine where you can still use the Dream Air and the MeganeX and the Bigscreen Beyond too. So I personally like the VR machine a lot, the MRTV VR machine. So if you want to build this, simply go to mrtv.co/VR-machine. This is this website. And here you can directly click here to buy the components at Newegg. And you're even supporting the channel because these are affiliate links. Thanks for that. And yeah, then actually you can, at Newegg, you can also have the company build it for you. If you cannot build this yourself, you can also have them assemble it for you. This is a really nice service at newegg.com. All right, and that is the MRTV VR machine build. I really hope that you like it as much as I like it. And do let me know down in the comment section, is this a computer that you would build? And are you happy that finally there is a not Beast PC that is being talked about on a VR YouTube channel? Do let me know down in the comment section. Also, still, I want to remind you again, if you're not sure yet which VR headset is the right one for you, Steam Frame, Quest 3, Dream Air SE, Bigscreen Beyond, MeganeX, simply go to mrtv.co/advisor. I'm personally going to recommend you the headset that is the right one for you based on your requirements and based on your hardware. Probably you're going to rock the MRTV VR machine soon, yeah, perhaps. So go there and I'm going to give you my personal recommendation via email that I personally write. So looking forward to meet you in your inbox. That is everything that I have for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. And of course, if you've not yet subscribed to MRTV, absolutely do that now and click on the bell button so that you don't miss anything. And I'm looking forward to see you in the next episode. Until then, bye-bye.